everyone, and welcome to Antiques Web Design by PH9's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some ways that you can help bump up your follower count on Instagram. So stay tuned, grab a notepad and grab a cup of tea and we'll get started. So the first point is hashtags, and when you're hashtagging an image on Instagram, you want to make sure that they are super relevant to what it is that you're posting. So let's say you are posting an 18th century Italian gold gilt mirror, you're going to want to hashtag it as such. So 18th century Italian antiques, gold gilt mirror, so on and so forth. You catch my drift. Just make sure it's relevant to what you posted and it's related. So you could also use hashtags such as antique dealer of Instagram, antique of the day, antique mirror. You catch my drift, but what you want to steer away from is generic hashtags and hashtags that have got millions and millions and millions of posts attached to them, such as, I don't know, pick of the day, I don't know, hashtag love, hashtag dogs of Instagram, that sort of thing. Just because if they're not relevant, it's going to come across as spammy, and that's the last thing that you want to do now is come across as spammy. So get all of your hashtags in there. Try to use between sort of 5 and 15, maybe not the whole 30 of them, because again that can come across quite spammy. But just make sure that they are really relevant to what you're posting, and you'll be away. So the second point is a themed Instagram feed. Now, if you're not sure what one of those are, I have actually got a whole article related to theming your Instagram feed. But basically, it just means running a general colour scheme through your Instagram, or running a general focus on your Instagram. So let's say all of your pictures have a white background on it, that would make it a light theme. So if all of your pictures have a dark background, it would make it a dark theme, so on and so forth. So you could have it really bright and vibrant, or you could tone it down and have it quite neutral. You could also just make it so that you use the same filter on each photo as we do. You can also just make sure it's got the same sort of hue in each photo, so it doesn't necessarily have to mean that all of the subjects of the photos are the same, or the colours of the photos, but if it's got the same type of hue running through it. Just making sure that the photos are consistent in some way. So whether it's that you're just posting pictures of, say, chairs, for example, or just pictures or textiles, or you just want the same colourway running through the theme, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. So if somebody happens to just drop on your profile and see a really nice, beautifully arranged feed, they're more likely to hit the follow button and more likely to share, which is what you want. So the next step to growing your Instagram following is engagement, and I'm not just talking about engagement from your followers, which of course is critical, but I'm talking about engagement from you. So yes, this does mean being sociable on Instagram, and it means posting comments, it means liking pictures, it means replying to people's stories, reacting to people's stories, sharing people's posts. Because if you want engagement from your followers, you have to make sure that you're giving it as well. It goes both ways, and you want to be seen to be interacting with your followers and really genuinely interested in the people who are following you, and then that will slowly and gradually get you more followers, as people want to feel like they are a part of a community. So the next step on the list to get some more Instagram followers is to use your Instagram bio. Now the bio is a short little bit of text at the top of your Instagram profile that gives viewers a nice little bit of information about who you are and what you do. Now if, like me, you find it quite awkward writing things about yourself, just really keep it short and snappy, but keep it quite charismatic and quite creative. So don't just say antique dealer from Derby or wherever. Make sure that you're captivating, and it gives people enough of an interest to want to find out more about who you are and what you do. Something short, snappy and witty will do just fine, but it is super important for you to fill that in and to make it interesting. The next step is using your Instagram stories. Now, going back to the point of the theme, you may have something that you want to share on Instagram that isn't going to go with your feed, so your themed feed. Now, if that is the case, share it to your Instagram stories. Now, people love a backstory, so they love to know what's going on behind the scenes and not just your polished pictures on your Instagram feed. So a really great way to engage with people and to get people following you is to share stuff to your stories. So I know it's quite cliche, but people always want to know what coffee you're drinking, what you're having for lunch, So a really good way to get more followers is to interact with people and post things to your Instagram story. And it's a great way to just get everything out there, like I said, without messing up your themed feed. So the last point is to interact with people and engage with people on your Instagram for around 15 to 20 minutes before you post. So liking people's pictures, commenting, as I said before, is all really crucial for you before you post a picture. So what will happen is when you interact with people before you post your picture, they're more likely to see that you posted the picture and then give you the engagement on that picture. So, commenting, liking, sharing, all of that good stuff. Now, of course, there is things like paid advertising, and there is probably another 1,000,001 things that you could be doing to bump up your Instagram following. However, there are just 6 simple ways to get your Instagram following to grow and to bump those numbers up a bit. So they are our 6 top tips in order to get more followers on your Instagram. I hope you found today's video useful and have gotten some value from it, and I hope to see you again soon.